The journey starts from Heaven's Gate, a small pass carved from the mountains which straddle the boundaries of Pampanga and Zambales. As the crow flies, it would be 20 miles from Sapang Bato near Clark Air Base to the center of Pinatubo. By foot, the distance is multiplied by a factor of 3.
Bale, ano to bale? So ito yung sa Corbe River niyan.
Heading the expedition is Guy Hilbero, a tribal researcher and an honorary member of the Sungoy tribe of Aitas, which used to live on the slopes of Pinatubo. The Aita leader, called Pamtugak or Frog, is the one on the left, beating the bushes after finding the trail of a snake. Wait for me, he says, I'm looking for lunch. But the snake had other ideas, and we left with the somewhat comforting thought that the next lunch would have 4 legs and come from a can. This is Hilbero's 4th climb to Pinatubo since it erupted in 1991. In April this year, Hilbero also led another expedition into the mouth of the volcano. But he says this is the first time a news team had tried to climb the volcano on foot. Of course, we could see why. Aside from the difficulty of lugging camera equipment up a mountain and down cliff sides, there is the danger of secondary explosions, seen here as smoke in the foreground, of freezing to death in the stiff chill of mountain nights, or of being trapped by rain in a canyon with the ever-present threat of lahar.
Marami daw dito natagpuan.
And then there was the ever-present danger to our sanity, which was already being questioned when we first decided to climb the mountain. But despite appearances, Hilbero's expedition has nothing to do with adventure. For the Aitas, it is a homecoming to the sacred mountain. For Hilbero, it is a chance to bring life back to Pinatubo in his own small way. Tomorrow we take a look at the rationale behind the Pinatubo expedition. Ed Lingao, Skycable News. For centuries, Pinatubo was home to many Aita tribes. The jungles of Pinatubo and nearby mountains provided all the plant and wildlife an Aita could eat. So much so that the Aita legend referred to Pinatubo as the perch of God.
Marami mga usa, mga baboy, mga unggoy, mga ibon, ganon. Marami, iba-ibang klase.
Ilabas mo.
Kayo mga isda sa tubig. Marami mga isda noon sa tubig.
Buko na ito, marami sa Pinatubo noon.
1991 changed all that. Now, Pinatubo is a wasteland of sand and ash, crumbling with every drop of rain. These are not ash-covered mountains. Rather, they are mountains of ashfall and lahar, bordering all sides of the Sacubia and the Pasig Potrero. Each cliff face is more than 100 feet high, slowly eroding into the 2 rivers. Sometimes, by a trick of the wind, the ash goes up. More often, gravity wins and the sand comes crashing down to turn into lahar.
This is all ashfall thrown out by Mount Pinatubo in its eruption in 1991. What we're standing on right now is a tributary of the Sacubia River, worn out by years of rain and turned into rampaging lahar downstream.
The effect on the rest of Pampanga can be seen from 4,000 feet up. To the southeast of Pinatubo are the towns of Bacolor and Porac, under billions of tons of lahar, which reflect the sunlight like water. It is for this reason that tribal researcher Guy Hilbero organized this expedition. Hilbero hopes to stop this hemorrhage by slowly reintroducing life back to the mountains. Expedition members brought with them several boxes of animals to be released on the slopes of Pinatubo.
Kada pumupunta kami dito, nagdadala kami ng mga iba-ibang klaseng hayop. Nung huli, nung April, nagdala kami ng mga manok, saka mga pusa. So sa uli ngayon, tayo uli ng 4 na rabbit at sa mga 50 quails.
Kaya sige ang akyat namin, sumasama ko Guy na sinusurvey namin tong Pinatubo. Marami na kaming binitawan dito, pusa, manok, pugo, rabbit.
Pamtugak, the Aita leader, has been with Hilbero in previous climbs. Last April, Hilbero and Pamtugak climbed Pinatubo to release 4 cats and several rabbits and chickens.
Kaya pasalamat kami kay Parigay na tinulungan kami ng maghanap ng mga hayop na ibigay namin muli sa Pinatubo para mabalik yung mga hayop ng Pinatubo.
Niisip namin, maibalik uli yung likas na buhay ng bundok Pinatubo noong bago pa pumutok ang bulkan.
Hilbero also brought 10,000 seeds of acacia, which he sowed on the mountainsides. Acacia can grow anywhere, he says, and perhaps this could help keep the land from eroding. A few months ago, Hilbero sowed more than 50,000 seeds on the slopes of Pinatubo, seeds of fruit trees, even flowers. It isn't much, Hilbero admits, but it is a start. In a few years, perhaps the gray will again give way to green.
Palagay ko naman yung percentage na dinadala namin dito, kahit yung 10%, malaki ng bagay sa amin yon. Tulad nung mga sinabog namin noong April dito, may 50,000 seeds. Iba-ibang klase na yon. Kahit just porsyento na lang noon sa 50,000, 5,000, okay na kami doon.
Anse, ayo pila mahawang na mag-ayo pabay siya, lugar sa mo.
Up on the mountainside, Pamtugak chants a prayer as he releases the animals to the care of Apo na Malyari, the god of the mountain. Go, he says, go and prosper. If you live, so will the mountain, and so will my people. Ed Lingao, Skycable News. With his people wailing in the back